8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop! Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping. Thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome in, Fitness Fanatics. It is, it's December 1st. That is crazy. It just dawned on me that it's December 1st. I was getting ready to say the date, and I looked down at my computer, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's December? Well, I have some disturbing news. I found out 10 minutes ago that Harrison did not go to the football game on Friday in Iowa City like I thought he was going to go to for the last month. In fact, if you go back and listen to last week's episode, at the end, I said, we're going to have to swap stories. I can't wait. We'll see how it goes. Then I come in and he just said he didn't go.
And
I
if
know.
you listen to the end closer, you'll notice how unusually quiet he is about swapping stories.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, so obviously we lost to Iowa. I was there, and I know you've been in here with already this morning, Adam Carricker and Jay Foreman, and now you get me. Isn't that awesome?
Luckily Adam Carricker,
the triple threat.
No, we didn't really touch on it at all. We celebrated more of Adam Carricker's times when things were good.
Yeah.
For him in the NFL and obviously with Husker football, going through his story. And then with Jay Foreman, we talked a lot about it.
Yeah, we listened to that. That whole, just real quick, the whole handshake stuff. Like, so I was there we were at the 48-yard line behind the Nebraska bench. I didn't see any of that because I was celebrating them winning the coin toss. So I was like, well, yes, we were celebrating. But so I was there. It's my first time going to Iowa City.
But we were gonna say, if you're just listening to our show and you haven't listened, we don't need to talk about the handshake stuff. I think Jay had really great points in his last part of his show. So just go back and listen to his show. About 20 minutes left in the show. He talked about some good stuff.
Yeah, we don't need to rehash that. I was just saying.
Although I will say, sorry, I keep
Oh,
interrupting you. I will say, if Iowa had blown out Nebraska, no one would be talking about it.
Yeah,
they were only talking about it because otherwise they would have to talk about how they, lucked out again. And we screwed it up again. Otherwise, they wouldn't be talking about it. I'm done.
People out there wonder why I hate Iowa so much. I've always said I watch football for two reasons on Saturday. Nebraska to win, Iowa to lose. It's because of what happened Friday and what happened last year and what happened in 2021 and 2020 and 2019 and 2018. I came to this reason I stay in good shape is because if I was in bad shape health-wise, as a Bears fan and a Husker, I don't know if I would have survived this
Your
season.
heart could take it.
I mean, it's a good thing I don't have
a stroke.
Yep, I don't have high blood pressure. I mean, I'm in good physical health, and I need to be to handle this. Like, I've been to the last 3 Iowa-Nebraska games in Lincoln. Walk-off field goal in 2019, walk-off field goal. Last year, I screamed at the top of my lungs after we threw that pick. It was with some explicit language. I was so upset. But Friday, Ben and I were there. Ben went with me. The whole the fan treatment, I didn't have any problems with anybody.
No, as much as we like to make fun of it, Iowa fans are fine.
Yeah, they're
not going to punch you, sucker punch you, or do anything crazy.
Now we did have one of our instructors. Her son went, and I haven't talked to her about this yet, but apparently he got his head smashed into a wall.
Okay,
in a bathroom. In the bathroom, I think, right?
So I haven't.
I
don't know. I haven't talked to her about it, so I don't really know the whole circumstances around that. But I'm just from my personal experience and Ben's personal experience, we tailgated with Iowa fans. Now, granted, they were friends of mine that had gone when we owned the gym in Altoona. They still go to Farrell's in Altoona, so we were hanging out with them. I have a picture that I took. It was like me and 10 Iowa fans and all their black, and I was wearing red and I was throwing the bones. So they posed for that picture with me. We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Even walking in the stadium, it was all no issues. There were a few. We were on the 48-yard line about 30 row 35, 36. So they were the best seats I've ever sat in at any game by far.
One thing that surprised me about Kenny, you guys are right up on there. There's no room between the players.
No, there
isn't. The fans are right on top of them. Especially, right. I don't know if the Iowa's kind of the same thing, but on the Nebraska sideline, I'm like, man, those Iowa fans are right there. There's not a lot of room.
Yeah. And if you ever like Coach Bush said, and the fans were saying, "You're an idiot. You're the," and he's like, "Do better." If you're gonna yell at the coach, come up with a better insult than that, But so yeah, they're really close. But it was great seats, and we had 2 Husker fans sitting in front of us, 2 sitting behind us. So there's a little group of 6 of us. Really the kind of the most obnoxious Iowa fan, and I think he had a little bit too much to drink, but he was just kind of giving us the finger, and then so he turned around, give us the finger, and then he'd high five us. Like, so it was just all in good fun. So I didn't see any, and it was interesting. The first half, I heard more booing from the Iowa fans than cheering. Like every time they punted, they were booing.
Well, the
so
fourth and one
disrespectful.
punt,
4th and an inch.
they really
punt,
lost it.
And
That's when I heard it on the TV.
Oh yeah, booing. And then at the end of the first half, they ran one play, then let the clock run out. They booed. I mean, they just booed like the whole first half.
How do they not just trust Kirk Ferentz though in these Nebraska games though?
Oh,
Right.
Here's
They
the
have
thing.
this,
Like they always boo him, and I'm like, just wait, guys.
Listen to
Like,
this statistic that I heard on one of the post.
I already know where you're going.
Ready?
Yeah.
No, this is since 2018, when an offense has less than 200 yards total for the game.
Do you know this one?
I know. This is different.
This is mind-boggling because we at Nebraska, Iowa had like 160 yards, right? Total. Half of them were on one play. So 200 yards or less. Iowa has played 13 games. 13 times in the last 6 years that they've had under 200 yards total offense. Their record, 6 wins, 7 losses. Okay?
Which you're like, okay.
You're like, oh,
whatever.
That's
yeah.
That's pretty good though. To
It
say 6 wins with less than 200.
Let's look at the rest of the NCAA. Every team.
Okay, the number, I have a question because the number you're about ready to say doesn't include Iowa. Okay, I'm just making sure because that would make it even more ridiculous.
So I might be off. I know the wins. I might be off by a couple losses. I was taking a bath listening to this, so I may have missed. But there were 418 occasions where an offense had less than 200 yards. 418. It may be 419, 417, somewhere around there. The record of those teams, 6 wins, 412 losses.
Like, how is that statistically possible?
It just seems impossible. Right, Harrison?
That is unreal.
6.
Nebraska or Iowa has as many wins as the entire rest of the NCAA in that scenario.
6 and 412.
Yeah,
and
that
there's
sounds
6
about
and
right,
7.
though. That's Iowa football.
But see,
how many of those are against Nebraska? Just one, one or multiple?
Question.
Right. That's even more.
I don't know, but we know
hole.
the one yesterday was. I don't know the one 2 years ago in 2023 might have been because they only had 13 points. But the thing is, like, even the fans around me, like they're just in disbelief too. Like the Iowa fans are like, and at some points in the first half, like the guy I was with, my brother's friend, he was like, just take Kirk back to Lincoln with you. Like that's the attitude of the people sitting around me. Like they're just, and then after the game, I'm like, I'm just standing there as they're just rushing or getting the trophy, the whatever, like, and because I can't get out because I'm trapped, but people are trying to get out. And so I'm kind of just standing there, like soaking it all. Like the atmosphere, the environment was cool. And I wasn't even really that upset because as soon as we missed the field goal, I could have just went to my car.
Yeah, you kind of saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a couple guys behind me. I should have told them that, hey, I'm on the ticket, but I didn't. Right? I honestly thought about it.
I've done that before.
I know, but
I've told people next to us, and
I did meet a guy from Lincoln.
I can't believe you
at
didn't.
the tailgate, and I asked him, do you listen to 93.7? He's like, didn't really know what it was, so he must
live under a rock. Or something.
Clearly not a true Husker fan if you're not listening to the ticket in Lincoln.
I mean, seriously,
right?
Yes.
So they were, we were kind of high-fiving the whole game, talking to him. Well, Ben and I were pretty much thinking the game was over. We're not going to win this game. And then one of the two guys that were behind us, one had the attitude of us. Right? He was just like, you kind of knew it was going to happen. Yep. And the other guy's like,
been here before.
You guys need to be positive. And I'm just like, it's so hard to be positive and think that we're going to win that game when time and time and time and time and time since Bo Pelini left. right? You know, everybody thought we were cursed with Solich. I think it's the curse of Bo Pelini.
That's probably true.
I think that's where it really starts.
Because you know, you
Especially against Iowa, because we beat Iowa that game.
Yep.
Bo Pelini was 3-1 against Kirk Ferentz. We're 1-9 since. Our last overtime win was in Iowa City. That's the last time we even got a first down in overtime. Was in Iowa City in Bo Pelini's last game.
That's the craziest stat is we can't even get a first down in overtime.
Right. And you think about all these close losses we've had. Look at Riley's first year. I mean, that was absolutely, we lose on a Hail Mary in his first game ever. You know, then we lose to Miami in overtime. We lose to Illinois because we should have ran the ball, but we threw an incomplete pass. Just inexplicable. Like, we had all these losses that were just dumbfounding. And we're like, wow, it won't get any worse than this. It's just been, I mean, it's so bad. So I think that's where the curse comes from, is the Bo Pelini curse. Now, if we can get Bo back, I highly doubt it. He'll never come back.
Yeah.
But
I will say, so I went to bed because I don't stay up for football because the outcome's going to be the same no matter what. So I went to bed at halftime. Did the missed field goal happen right when we came back from halftime?
Yeah, it was the first drive of the third quarter. They drove down. It was a great drive.
It wasn't on hold either. The hold was
and where we
way
were at. I mean, I could see this, like the ball to skim the ground.
Yeah,
I
felt bad for Hole on that one because I was like, man,
yeah, totally not his fault.
It's been a problem for him when he first got the bid with Alvano being hurt. Like, they were having problems with the hold, and then it got patched up. Ohio State thought we were done with it, and that one was, when you're playing Iowa, it's like those 3 points are huge.
Just can't do that. I know. So I saw that. And then I had the TV on and I went to sleep. And normally I wake up at some point and see what happens. And I didn't wake up until the game was over and like the news had been on and they were showing a clip of the press conference with Dylan. And I could just tell by his demeanor. I was still like half asleep, so I had no idea what was going on. I could just tell by like the look on his face before he said anything. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I heard the score. Well, so we didn't talk. You and I weren't talking during the game because it was cold and I knew you had like multiple layers on and you're not going to reply to a text message. You have like 2 pairs of gloves on.
Hand warmers as a girl
so
team.
like we weren't talking. So I didn't hear from you until yesterday morning at 5:30 in the morning. And this was the text message that I got from Jeff. It says, words cannot even describe the absolute horrific event your son and I had to witness last night at Kinnick Stadium. So yesterday morning, sleeping on it did nothing for you. You were still.
And it was just
so
like.
That was funny. That was the first thing I heard from you.
How close was that field goal? I looked to me on the TV. I was like, did he almost miss that?
So what I heard was, it barely got over.
It looked like it just, I thought it was going to be a
said
doinker.
That too, didn't they? I think they said it. The announcer said like, that barely got in.
I was yelling.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a doinker. I thought it was like, I really was in the camp. I was like, we did it. We gave the curse to Wisconsin because they went unbowling for first time in 8 years, I think.
22 years.
22. Okay.
22 straight bowl games.
Okay. So brutal. So first time in 22 years. And I was like, I really thought it was going to be a doinker. It looked like it was on track to hit the goalpost.
I was listening to Schaefer's on 24/7 their post game this morning when I was they do like kind of the day after, and he was like saying they should go into. So last year they had one episode that was all the overtime losses. Like, we haven't gotten a first down or scored it. He was like, why does it seem like every time a kicker lines up to kick a game-winning field goal against Nebraska, it's perfect.
They do lock in. I have yet to see
So he's like,
anybody miss a clutch field goal.
Yeah, you're like,
Husker team.
Right. The Minnesota game last year, the Maryland game last year, Iowa last year, Iowa this year, like
30, 40, 50.
54 yards.
Give it to me.
No big deal, right? It's crazy that, and when we're out there to kick a field goal, we're just like against Colorado in 2019, we need a field goal to tie. It's just bad snap, just misses. I mean,
that'd be a fun thing to go
unbelievable.
through. I bet you, I can't think of one. I bet you it actually might be 100% if you go clutch field goal percentage over Nebraska football in the past 15 years.
Well, there was that game. So we played. I remember playing Wisconsin. This was the Riley game in 2015, where the Clark close losses started. They doink a field goal with like 2 minutes left, and we get the ball, and we can't do anything. We're run, punt. They get it again, kick the game-winning field goal. So he did miss that one.
Okay.
But then we couldn't do anything with it, and then he made the one a walk-off at the very end of the game. It's so and then you top that with what the Bears are doing. It's like, I mean, we had the Hail Mary, the block field goal over. I mean, I just can't take it. That's why I'm in good shape, I think, because I'd be in the hospital right now.
I know we have talked about wanting to get a blood pressure cuff like machine for the gyms. It would be just so people can see that, like, another marker of improvement, but it is that would be interesting to see, like, take your blood pressure during the game or at the end of the game, just to see how stress can affect.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't really stressed Friday night because I knew the outcome.
That's kind of sad that I'm getting to that point too. Like even that Bears game, like my family obviously got to go home for Thanksgiving. My family was like, "Oh, they got a chance." They're like, because they felt so bad for me because they were aware of the Bears situation, and they were all rooting for him.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, here they go," and I'm like, "No, just wait."
That one was funny because historically and famously, after a Bears loss or a Husker loss, because Jeff and I are never at the same gym together. We're always at separate gyms. So whatever gym I'm at, it's I have to answer like a bunch of questions of people like, "How's Jeff doing?" You know, I'm like, "Well, how do you know how he's doing?" First of all, he's doing the way of everyone, especially with the Huskers. I'm like, "Yeah, it's the same." But it was funny this time with the Bears loss because that loss for you was like the calmest you've been this season. Like it wasn't that weird moment. Even leading up to it, it was the same thing. And so, but this time, like more people wanted to talk to me about it. So I think the non-Bears fans, like that one built the most empathy for Bears fans than all of the other ones. It is pretty remarkable what you guys had to go
Well, that
through.
was one where like the most common fan could sit there and be like, "Oh, okay. Like I could have told you what you guys did wrong there." As someone who barely watches football, could have pointed like even Eberflus's explanation. Like I get the philosophy, but when things go awry, you take the timeout. Like it's not going according to plan, so you need to take the timeout.
Yeah, but
his philosophy makes sense. But when things change, your job as the head coach is to adjust. And just bizarre finish. But at least you knew after that game, and maybe that's why a lot of Bears fans were calm. You knew that's probably it for him.
I think that was part of it for sure. That you were hoping for that. So you knew it would happen.
Yeah. And, Caleb's, he's still this little baby. Yeah, and he makes some great throws.
He looks good, though.
He's improved.
He does. He's been so good the last 5 games.
Yeah.
And, he came back against Washington, got him in game-winning position against the Vikings, against the Packers, against the Lions. It's just
so close.
What I like about him, though, I will say this, is like he stays fired up. Like they'll be down 2 scores, like in that Vikings game.
Yeah, never
like
quits.
It looked like no reason to be fired up, but they get that one touchdown. Like he's out there screaming and yelling, and sure enough, they get the onside kick. They drive it down, forces it to overtime. Unfortunately, overtime goes awry, but
yeah,
he plays through the entire game despite how
well.
Bad it gets.
And Colin Cowherd show he's a USC guy, so he loves Caleb Williams, and he was just talking about like the Bears are losing games in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Your quarterback looks good. He's the future. You finally got it right, but your head coach is just completely incompetent. So, he got fired, and hopefully our new head coach was watching Caleb in person on Thursday in Detroit, because that's who I want.
I think that's who most people want. I think that's who the league wants as the challenge.
Just write him a
Johnson,
check.
The OC
blank check. Come in. I don't want to retread. I don't want John Gruden. I don't want Bill Belichick. I don't want Mike. I want somebody new.
When was Lovie Smith fired? Because I saw a very similar.
After he went 10-6.
I know. The parallels between
just
Nebraska and the Bears are crazy, because I saw like a graphic that talked about the records of the Bears coaches, and it literally just Lovie Smith was like,
oh yeah,
decent,
yep.
and then it just continued to devolve all the way down to Eberflus.
But
like, is the timeline even match up with like Nebraska? And,
I don't know when
I can't remember.
I don't remember when he got fired, but I do know that Lovie Smith delivered Caleb Williams to us, so that was nice.
That's true, he did. That was nice.
That was nice to get that pick
guys.
and trade and get all that stuff that happened thereafter. That was good. So, well, we're going to take a break. We got some fitness stuff to talk about here when we get back. So stay with us on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping. Thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We had our therapy session first segment. So now we're over that.
Yep.
The Bears don't play today, so it's be good.
Are they off?
Well, they played Thursday.
Okay,
so
I wasn't sure. I didn't.
They don't play today. Yeah, we just got to deal with Ben and the Ravens. So.
When did they play?
They play at 3:25.
Who do they play?
They play the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
So it should be a really, really great game. So looking forward to that. All right. So what do we have today for our great, wonderful listening audience?
Yeah. Well, we talked about last week and a couple weeks leading up that we're at Farrell's right now. We're currently we're wrapping up our Black Friday special.
Yep.
And so you can talk about that real quick.
So yeah, there's still time.
Still time
to take advantage of that. In fact, you guys, you can really start any time in the month of December.
Mm-hmm.
So our next challenge starts on January 11th, which is still 6 weeks from now. So we didn't want to do something where, you sign up on November 29th and then you're just sitting around.
It's kind of like what you and Harrison were talking about on break. Jeff was asking Harrison if the Bears should just start tanking now.
And Harrison's like, why don't we just win games?
Yeah.
Right.
Good job. Harrison's the voice of reason.
So
that's what we do when it comes to health and fitness too, because we have all these great and grand goals for January.
Right. Especially this time.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if we took my mindset and compared it to a gym as
or
a Bears
signing
fan,
up for our Black Friday special and knowing you're not starting till January 11th.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm just tanking January.
December, but yeah.
December, I don't even care. I'm going to eat as many calories as I can. I don't care if I gain 30 pounds. I feel terrible.
Sweater weather, and just cover it up.
Yep. I just put my sweats on, my elastic waistbands. Who cares if I gain weight? Because come January 1st, my mind is instantly transformed, and I'm going to be a new person, and just everything that I've done for the last 46 years is gone. Instantly, just changing, just at midnight.
Yep.
It's an amazing thing. Or we could be like Harrison, who's like, you know what? Let's just win some games. Who cares about the draft
pick? Time to change the culture,
it's time,
said.
Yeah,
that's right.
Time to change the culture. So if you're out there and you're thinking, I've listened to this show.
Mindset.
Yeah, I've listened to this show for however many months, years. Gosh, we've been on almost 3 years, coming up in April. And, what they say really makes sense. I really need to start eating better. I need someday. January 1st is it. But we want to change your culture.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to start right now in December. Not that you have to be perfect. Like, we're not expecting the Bears to run the table, right?
No.
Okay.
But just baby steps.
Just get some wins. This so if you're looking to start with us, again, the 10-week challenge is normally $449. Our Black Friday sale, you get 40% off, which brings it to $269.40, and you get an entire month. Well, you can basically start tomorrow or any time in the month of December. You can start for free. So you're getting 6 weeks for free. So you're basically getting a membership for almost 4 months for $200. It's $70 a month. Like that's a really, really awesome deal that we have going. We have 59 people that have signed up to do this. So we're excited about tomorrow because the gyms are going to be it's like day one of a challenge, December 2nd, which is just fantastic. So the people that are starting with us, and if you're wanting to start, you get 6 weeks of not being perfect, which is what we're going to get into of goals and mindsets and stuff. But if you're interested, you can go to fxblincoln.com. You can text me directly, 402-310-4026. They all go to me anyway. So you can send me a text directly if you have any questions. But we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you.
Or if you have any questions during the show.
Yeah. Yep. Any questions during the show? What's the text line, Nicole?
I don't know. You know it.
You
I
can
don't have
text
to
us
know it.
on the Starter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. If you have any questions, not just about Ferals or the challenge, but really about anything, because we're getting into the point. This is always like our most important month on here because people are looking for, again, January 1st. What am I going to do? New year, new me, new health, yada, 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 all that stuff, which we embrace at our gym.
Well, sure.
That's just, it's how it is. But we're wanting to get you started.
The thing with us is, though,
Yes.
we get that opportunity 4 times a year when a session starts. Like, it always feels like that. That's how our members feel. That's how our coaches feel. Like, a lot of times if you get out of you get back into your bad habits, like as a member at Ferals, when the new group starts, like, okay, maybe I'll just like try to renew my like discipline or whatever. So that happens 4 times a year for us.
Like the people that go to like Planet Fitness, right? Like SIP goes to Planet Fitness. They know come January 1st, they better get there 2 hours before the door opens. I mean, it's like Black Friday at Target, right? You need to be there because they only have a certain amount of treadmills, right? And you're going to have everybody and they're under the sun that wants to go there and get on the treadmill January 1st because this is their new life.
Well, that's tough. I was if you're not used to working out. That's your first day in there when it's packed. You got a million people waiting to get on the machines. Like, gets your anxiety up if you're not used to it. So it's good to get in early.
And they know that come January 10th, things are going to
spin out pretty quick.
calm down a little bit. And they also know that come April 1st, they're not going to have a big mad rush of people starting to get healthy April 1st or July 10th or when we do our challenges. So that's one of the unique things about our gym is we're like, New Year's is four times a year for us. So we always have lots of opportunities to people start fresh as a beginner, not just walking in. And all the classes this week are going to be beginner friendly, geared towards our new people that are starting. And then we have a lot of our former members that are coming back, and they definitely need to be eased back in.
Yes.
So, because that's for them. It's like, you haven't done a kickboxing workout for 4 years, just like going out to run. Don't just go run a half marathon your first time out, just baby steps.
So we had a returning member that started last week, and he said it so perfectly. And I've said it many times this week because we had returning members started back. Some of them started back last week also, and people who've done the program before. And he had said, because, everyone say it's like riding a bike.
That's what I say all the time.
Just like riding a bike.
Yep.
Well, after Monday's workout, he didn't say it's like riding a bike. He said it's just like falling off a bike, which I thought was a really funny way of saying it, because that's kind of true. You're on it and you know how to ride a bike, but like your body is not in the same shape it was the last time you rode that bike. Same thing with anything. If you've ever been successful doing something like an exercise program, you really need to approach it with a new beginner mindset instead of thinking you're just going to be able to pick right back up where you started. because you are going to have a hard time if you think that, because your mind can do it, but your body is not going to be ready yet.
Well, and even when people are off for like a couple weeks, 3 weeks, and they come back, it's like you lose that so fast, which is just it stinks, but that's just kind of how it is. Like I've been nursing my heel injury. I didn't work out every day last week. I did do everything. So back to the Iowa thing. So Harrison, we lost, right? Well, then yesterday I had to go teach class in Altoona.
Oh,
He taught as
So
we're
it was-
returning
Yes.
returning back to our original
Yes,
gym.
because I stayed
was
there.
that like you knew this was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but I was
You're really gambling there.
I was gambling. Yes. So I came in and
He
there was
did contemplate messaging a couple people and being like,
I'm
"Hey, do you
sick.
want to put a little wager on it and I'll
Yes.
wear Iowa stuff?"
I thought
and-
about that,
but he didn't. He
but
knows better.
Luckily, I did because I've been there before. I've had to teach class wearing Iowa shorts.
It was on
and
my
shirt.
Facebook memories like
Yeah,
yesterday.
and wristbands and a hat, and it was all black and gold because it was a bet I made with the members there, and they had to wear Husker stuff, or one of them had to wear Husker stuff, and
It's not even
I
just
lost.
like Iowa stuff.
You've won that bet before though too.
I have,
Yeah.
and I've taught in Nebraska stuff, and that was a pretty fun class. So
Yeah.
I had to go through that yesterday on top of it, and I really thought about just driving back to Lincoln last night or
You would
Friday
have.
night.
You would have if you hadn't already said you did that.
Yeah, I would have got home at like 4 a.m. I wouldn't have cared. So, but anyway, now
That's
I
something you do.
completely lost track of what I was going to say.
You were going back to teach class.
Yeah.
Oh
out in
yeah,
Altoona.
just because I've had my bursitis in my heel that was just really acting up. Felt good, and then I did the last chance workout, and then I did a bunch of Mount Everest workouts, and just a lot of bending in my heel, and so it was flared up and it hurt. I could barely walk. Last Saturday, leaving the stadium from Wisconsin, I could barely walk on it. It was just so painful just to put any weight on my heel.
Oh, especially that cold.
Yeah, so I just
Well, this was the Wisconsin game. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
yeah, but I was just, so I've nursed this. So I'm a little nervous about getting in there and taking a class. I'll be, not in the tip top
So you're
shape.
saying you're going to be kind of that beginner mindset
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
because
just-
you're kind of coming back from this injury.
Yeah, just
that
not
you've been working
100
through.
miles an hour. Just take my time. Don't do anything stupid.
What does that have to do with teaching in Altoona yesterday?
Well, just because I worked out.
Oh, you're
fully.
worried. Okay.
I
Gotcha.
fully worked out at my fit class. I did
Okay.
everything. I ran laps. I was feeling good. So
Okay.
my heel feels okay
Okay.
today. But though that's just where I was going with that. But
Okay. No, that's good. So we're going to go to break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the difference between, and this might be something that has kept people from reaching their goals, their New Year's resolutions, is the difference between mindset changing or mindset setting and goal setting. Because we set goals, but we don't do anything to change the mindset. And maybe that's the key that's keeping people sometimes from those goals. So we're going to talk about that when we come back to break. When we come back from break for our short segment, I want to talk about some New Year's resolution statistics.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll go into it in the next long segment.
All right. Well, stay with us here. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping. Thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in here. We got a few minutes with you before we get to hour number 2. So we're going to Nicole's going to go over some New Year's resolution statistics. So fire away.
Okay, so because you were talking about that and, the gym being super busy the first day and then it kind of tapers off. Well, I looked it up because there is a day that's called Quitter's Day.
There is, yes.
So it's the second Friday of the month in January is Quitter's Day.
Okay.
Like statistically. And this is according to Strava, which is like an app that people can use to track their like mileage and stuff and with running and cycling. So according to Strava, obviously they also have a giant surge of users in January 1st. And by the second Friday of January, that declines. The use of their app declines sharply. So that's why it's called
the 2025 would be January 10th.
We're not even, our
exactly
session
what
won't
I
have
said.
even started.
Yeah. See, we start our session. We always
do start it a couple weeks in
because, there's going to be people that are like, nah, not doing this challenge. I'm going to go to wherever.
Right.
And then by January 10th, they stop going. Well, then now they can come to the place where you have a team, a coach, support, accountability. We tell you what to do, give you a meal plan. You're not just on your own.
Yep.
So anyway, that's just funny.
The breakdown of the statistics, and this is like an Australian and UK study, but so 20 of everyone who makes New Year's resolutions starting January 1st, 23% of those people will quit by the first week. They'll already be done. Their New Year's resolutions didn't pan out. 64% after the first month. So 64% will have quit before February. And only 9% will have successfully kept their New Year's resolutions. And I wonder if you even, so 81% will have quit. 81% of people just do not even meet their New Year's resolutions. And I wonder if that's even drilled down to like, what that would be if it's like a health and fitness goal versus like, because sometimes mine is always like, I want to be more organized or do like change some type of habit. It's not usually tied to health or fitness.
Well, that's because we work out every day.
Right. Yeah.
That's our job.
And so I wonder if that's even, I'm sure that's considering all resolutions. I'm pretty sure people who are wanting to change their diet or exercise more, I bet it's less than 9% that actually succeed in their New Year's resolutions. So all of that is to say, like, what does that mean? Like, oh, then what's the point? Why should you even make a New Year's resolution? Well, yeah, kind of. That's kind of the point of why we're saying this. Like, if you're hinging all of your hopes and dreams on making a New Year's resolution, and this time it's going to be the time. Harrison, surely you've seen the Bee Movie.
Yeah.
This is in your is your age group.
Movie?
Yes. Yeah. The Bee Movie. There's a scene in the Bee Movie when he gets stuck in their house, like, because it was raining and then he gets stuck in the house and he's trying to get out. And it reminds me of so many things that it comes to fitness and health is because he's trying to get out the window and he keeps running into it. And he's like, maybe this time. And he hits the window. Maybe this time hits the window. He does it like 3 or 4 times.
Classic bug behavior.
Yeah. Yes. So that's how I feel sometimes about health, like New Year's resolutions. Like, are you doing anything different besides just waiting until January 1st to make that goal? Because if you are not changing anything, then it's 81% chance that you're not going to succeed in that goal.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to talk about how maybe we can change that. And I also had some statistics on weight loss.
Okay.
Like 90. So if, and I had it pulled up, but now my thing is frozen, but I do remember one. So, because with our nutrition plan, we don't tell people, we try to make it a sustainable approach to weight loss and something that you can fit into your life. You know, we had Mandy on last week, our $1,000 winner, and she just, her biggest thing was she had to eat a lot more fruits and vegetables than she was used to. Like, it wasn't about what she had to take away.
Right.
It was hard to add all this stuff. Well, if you go into January 1st thinking you're going to do a super restrictive diet or diet that restricts like one macronutrient, carbs, protein, fat, which is usually carbs for people when they want that kind of quick fix, 95% of people fail. doing that. And then within 2 years, most people who fail in their diets of any kind, a super restrictive diet, within 2 years, they've gained back everything they've lost plus 50%.
Yep. And there are some success stories.
There is. And
but those are the exceptions.
And that's
not
like,
the norms.
That is something that we talk about a lot. Like there's nothing wrong with experimenting with your nutrition. But it has to be from a goal setting type thing, not just jumping from one thing to the next. There was also another statistic that most people, when they start a diet, quote unquote, diet program, they quit within the first 2 weeks. Like they don't even make it through 2 weeks, which is understandable, especially when you're doing it in a way that's like super unsustainable. So,
well, and when we're teaching about nutrition, we're running our members in the first 2 weeks to kind of log what they're eating. Like we don't expect everybody to have it figured out.
Yeah, get a baseline.
Yes.
Don't just go in and throw away everything that you have in your fridge and your cupboards and start fresh. Like there's a lot of things that you can do to incorporate what you're eating now, just maybe changing the portion sizes or tracking that food, getting an understanding of the macronutrients in what you're eating now, like protein, carbs, and fats. And if you're eating something, the same thing for breakfast every single day, and then you log that into an app like MyFitnessPal, and you're like, wow, my breakfast has, this is very common, my breakfast has 6 grams of protein and 70 grams of carbs. Like, and then just saying, what can I do to reduce that carb count and up the protein count? And still have a very similar meal, but just changing that composition a little bit. That's going to drastically reduce the calories. And if you're trying to lose weight, a calorie deficit is what is that catalyst. Drastically reduce the calories, but also balancing out those macros a little bit. So it doesn't have to be like you're reinventing the wheel all the time. But so now we'll go to break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about the one thing that maybe has been missing. We're all good at goal setting. We've talked about goal setting on the show, but maybe if you've only set goals, but not had that mindset setting your mindset setting. Yeah.
All right.
Versus goal setting.
Yep. So that's coming up. Stay with us. Top hour 2 coming at you here. 93.7 The Ticket, Fitness Fanatics.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant. 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome in hour number 2, Fitness Fanatics. We are sponsored, hour number 2, sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America, founded in 1883. Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515 to get the conversation started. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. So big shout out to those guys over there. We appreciate all their support. All right, on to hour number 2. Nicole, take it away.
Oh, I did want to mention, I missed in the last segment that Beth had commented Beth, who has been, Wasserberger, has been on our show multiple times, breast cancer survivor, fighter, and girls wrestling coach. So if you've seen those episodes, but she was talking about, because her husband, Cheeseburger, Grant was one of those returning members, kind of.
Yeah, he was. He started back a couple weeks ago.
So she just said, hot like cheeseburger needs to ease in. And then she said, he is a perfect example, though, as you never realize how having a job you just sit there affects you so quickly, because he did change jobs fairly recently. And so he's very sedentary now. So he said, so you have to have that swift kick in the rear to make a change. Farrell's has that friendly face and accountability that makes you want to continue your comeback. Although I haven't seen him since like two Tuesdays,
he's
two
easing
Wednesdays
his way into it. He did come.
But I'm not at that gym.
Yeah, and he kind of comes to both gyms.
Yeah, I know. So it's very possible that I've just missed
I
him
did see
in
them
passing.
last week because Beth came in. I chatted with her.
Oh, okay.
It was like Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Before I went over to Meadow Lane. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. One of those 3 days they were there.
Yeah.
To work out.
Nope, that's true. We've all been there. And so that's kind of what we wanted to talk about today, too, because, you're going to get a lot of content if you're on, the internet or whatever. There's going to be a lot of targeted content towards people about setting goals. That's basically what a New Year's resolution is. You're setting a goal. And if you've always done that and it's never you haven't been successful, I think that mindset is something that maybe you haven't changed to help you reach those goals. So the definition of mindset setting is cultivating a way of thinking or attitude that shapes how you approach life challenges and opportunities. So it's almost kind of like putting the cart before the horse when you set a goal, but then you don't change anything in your head to kind of like you don't change your environment, then you're not going to be successful.
Right.
95% of our environment when it comes to health and fitness is in our head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a mindset thing. You would agree.
It's all mindset.
I know it. Well, partly you still have to show up. You still have to go to the gym or show up, but most of the battles that people are going to be fighting are in their heads. And if you are not focusing on that, then you're not, when it gets hard, when you get sore, when you find those challenges, then you don't have anything to fall back on.
Right.
So we want to talk about changing your mindset. So like, what are some examples, Jeff, that you can think of like, I know, I love it when you love it when I just throw you questions.
Examples?
Well, yeah, like things that you've seen where maybe people don't, because not everyone who starts our program finishes. That's just the reality. And I think a lot of it does come down to that mindset. We've had people like you come in and that first week is hard and you're not maybe expecting that it's going to be hard, but what mindset shifting is, it can help you shape how you interpret those setbacks and how you look at those struggles. So like talking to people and being like, hey, where are you? Where have you been? Like, what do you see that maybe that mindset could be something that could be helpful for getting over that?
I think really just overcoming obstacles. Like you get sick or just anything that happens to get you off track and you miss a few days. Another kind of mindset issue too, as we see a lot, is when, and this happens more with our fit members. So if any of them are listening, like you miss so many days, weeks, months, and you get in your head that you can't come back because you feel like you're going to be judged. And,
right.
Oh, I can't show my face now. I haven't been there for a month or 2 months. And that's just, people are just happy to see you back.
100%. That's your that's you internalizing how you feel, but that's not how we feel.
Right. But that's a mindset.
Just like with the amount of people. So you said we have like almost 60 enrollments for Black Friday. How many of those are returning?
26.
Right. So a lot of people, almost half, 40%.
And some of them haven't been with us for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Some have just been a year, stuff like that.
Just knowing that like 40% of the people who are joining us for our January session and starting over have done the program before. That is the like definition of you're not special that I tell people, like not kind of feeling like you failed at something. But then wanting to try it again is a perfect example of that is not something that being like feeling like you failed something, that does not make you special. That is normal, and that's the part of you are not special that, kind of gets lost sometimes. It's like, stop letting that be what holds you back. Like you think you're the only person that's ever failed at something and now is afraid or embarrassed or ashamed to try again. If you can just internalize that and keep telling yourself that you're the only person that has gone through that, no one else feels this way, I'm the only one, that's where thinking that makes you special keeps you from your goals. But when 40% of the people who signed up for the Black Friday special last week and Friday have done it before, that is a completely normal experience. So if you have tried something before and you really did like it and you do think you could succeed, you just need to make a change in how you think about it, then try it again. You're totally normal for having tried it again. I mean, 81% of people will fail their New Year's resolutions. That does not make you special. That is a normal experience.
And probably higher when it comes to
fitness,
health and fitness.
So I think that's the takeaway, where like, stop letting your things that are embarrassing or the things that you think are holding you back. That's probably what's keeping you from your success.
Well, and to kind of a false mindset would be, and not just coming to Farrell's, but going to any gym. Like I've heard this from people that have, gone to like an Anytime or where you just go in and jump on whatever. And it's like, well, people are looking at me and it's just like, no, they don't
They're
really,
not.
they really don't care. Right.
No,
like
they don't.
Like Brandy Benson, who's been on co-hosted with me. She's
one of our instructors.
Just a great line of Farrell's is the place where nobody cares about you, but everybody cares about you. Meaning we've all been a beginner. Everybody you see at our gym.
Everybody see at every gym.
Yeah.
People don't just come out as babies being successful with, strength training or cardio or running.
Right.
Like everyone was a beginner at one point. We're not just like,
but people don't, I mean, yes, we care about you because we want you to be successful.
Yeah.
But what we don't care about is
if you're not perfect.
Right.
If you're struggling.
Right. Because we've all been there and we all struggle.
Or we've seen people struggle.
So that's a mindset of.
There's very few things that can happen after we've been in this world. I've been in this world for almost 18 years now. I just don't really know if there's anything that could happen that someone could come with me and it would be surprising. Like a story, an obstacle, nothing is, you're not special. Like someone else has gone through what you're going through.
Like even the most obscure things. Like I remember, this isn't a funny story, but I remember being long before we were owners. One of the 10-weekers weren't showing up and the coach was texting. Well, he died in a car accident.
Like that's not funny, but.
And so like we've been through that.
Right. We have.
And she felt so bad because she's like, where are you? Where are you? And then the family, they probably got his phone and it's like, oh, this Farrell.
It happened between literally orientation and before the session started. Like it was very, So, I mean, we've seen happened. A lot. We've been through a lot. And so, and that's true for everything. That's true for anywhere that you go. You're going to find people who look like they know what they're doing and they started as beginners. So I think if you can just separate that ego part and come into it with that growth mindset of like, no, I'm not going to know what I'm doing. In fact, if you came to your first Farrell's workout, either strength training or kickboxing, because our program is different. Like our strength training is different than what most people do on their own. Most people don't go in and do a 45-minute, full upper body workout on their own
with resistance bands. Like, there's really no like. You're just really none of the box gyms that you go in to do it by yourself.
Yeah, you're not just gonna go. And Harrison, you can attest to this because you've done the program, and so you came from an understanding of fitness. You've weightlifted and stuff before. Nobody's going and just grabbing like a bunch of resistance bands and on their own doing a 45-minute workout that's going to hit chest, back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, all of it.
Yeah, now it kicks your butt.
Yeah.
That's what I like about you guys' program, though. I will say this, like, because oh man, how long ago was that? I was like probably like what, 23, 22?
22.
Yeah. So I mean, I was pretty decent shape. I wasn't like, but man, like you guys do enough workouts to mix it up enough to where like you'll find just weird parts of your body that you never used before. That just end up getting super sore at first. So like even if you're in good shape, like it's kind of beautiful thing about those resistant bands too. They'll push you as far as you want to go.
Yeah. So it's just like if you can come into that with that mindset of like, okay, I'm going to pretend like I don't know anything. I'm going to listen to everything that the instructor says, everything my coaches say, what we say. Then that's going to help you just get over anything else, the obstacles that have held you back in the past. So sometimes it's, you trip up right at the beginning. Sometimes people trip up, halfway through the program. Sometimes people trip up 90% of the way through the program.
We've seen people with perfect attendance for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
And they just never come back. And most of the time, people don't just text me and say, I'm quitting.
Right.
I'll never see you again.
It's an Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
It'll be like, hey, where are you?
It's a slow fade.
It is. And we tell people too, like, hey, if you're not showing up, we're going to reach out. But at some point, we need to get something back. So it's like,
you're going to get 100% back what you put into any type of exercise program, but especially with ferals, because at the end of the day, we're not going to be just like talking to a wall if you're not replying back.
Right.
You're not engaging back with us. We have to put that energy towards the people who are replying back.
Yep.
Which sounds cold, but they're also they're also the ones not replying. They're the ones ghosting.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, but maybe like you said, we have seen it all. So just like lean in, trust the process, and just say, okay, I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to say, this is what I'm struggling with right now. And there's a really good chance it's something that you and I have personally struggled with, and even more of a chance that we can help you overcome that because we've helped other people overcome injuries or schedule changes, stuff like that. Like maybe, okay, 6 days a week, you thought you could do it. It's not realistic. Well, let's dial that back, but in a way that makes sense, not just, oh, I woke up this morning and I didn't want to come. It needs to be like, okay, 6 days a week, I can't really commit to that, but I can commit to 4 days a week. So the 4 days a week, what are the 4 days I can come that's going to make the most impact? And with our program, I would say it would be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Get 2 kickboxing, 2 strength training workouts in, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's ways that we can help you. But you have to, definitely kind of give back. So that happens a lot. So there's going to be a point where you're going to have an obstacle in any type of journey plan that you're on. And you just have to figure out what are you going to do when you hit that mark. So I just saw a really good analogy, because I love analogies, of mindset versus goals. So this says that think of your mindset as your operating system, and your goals are like the apps in your operating system. So like your phone, we have an Apple phone, our Apple.
Yep.
Our phone is the mindset, and the goals are the apps that make it functional, which I thought was a really good kind of way to think about it. So if you have a strong operating system, if your mindset is there, then your apps are going to run much smoother. I had been putting off an update on my phone, and I finally updated it yesterday. And now my phone is working better because I did it. Because you know how Apple phones are notorious for saying, okay, you need to do this update. I'll just run it tonight while you sleep.
Yeah, I refused to update it. It got to the point I couldn't even download apps anymore.
I know.
They really forced their hand, but that's a tangent.
I know. No, but it's true. But that's true, because that would be like trying to meet a goal, use an app without having the correct mindset. So maybe that's something that
I got an update too. It looks like
I know you do. We know that because there's some things that my phone does that yours doesn't do. So you do have one. But so I don't know. I just think that if you can maybe think about changing your mindset. And
so how do we change our mindset?
By waiting until January 1st.
No, that's
it magically changes.
No,
that's the wrong way.
That's the great thing about right now. that's the great thing about our Black Friday special. But even if you're not going to do ferals, you can apply these. You can apply this now, because instead of waiting till January 1st, you use this next 6 weeks or 4 weeks
month. Yeah.
Before January 1st to change your mindset. Instead of maybe before you've always been an all or nothing type person, which is like one of the top predictors of failure, basically in diets and exercise, going from doing nothing to trying to just swipe the slate clean. I know. My brain was really struggling with that. Yeah. Wiping the slate clean.
There you go.
I love those TikToks when people are trying to say stuff and they can't. And that was literally what was happening in my brain. Wiping the slate clean January 1st. Reverse engineer that a little bit and start now. Like I said, with our people coming back, or starting now, instead of thinking, okay, I'm going to do 6 days a week from now until March, whatever. When does our session end? March 22nd. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe use these first 4 weeks to 6 weeks to ease yourself in and be like, okay, the goal is 6 days a week, but that seems like a lot right now. So maybe let me try doing 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Let me start with kickboxing, for example. And this is the perfect time to do that. I would not recommend that for people starting our 10-week program, because our 10-week program is really designed to be all encompassing. Cardio is the kickboxing, strength training is the resistance band stays, and we do use dumbbells also, but those all work together really well. But if you're feeling overwhelmed by that, then start with the kickboxing first. Get the kickboxing, get 3 solid days of kickboxing under your belt for 2 weeks, and go in with the mindset that you're going to ease yourself in. So you're wading in.
Right.
So then by the time we get to January 11th, when the session starts, and you've already been establishing habits for 6 weeks. So maybe for the first 2 weeks, you just do 3 days a week of working out. And then you add a 4th day, and then you add a 5th day, and you kind of work yourself into it. So then by the time January starts, then instead of just being pushed into the deep end and not being able to swim,
Right.
because that's what so many people do, you will have already built the confidence that not only are you going to be able to jump in that pool in the deep end, you're going to be doing it from the high dive, because you've been spending the last 4 weeks changing your mindset versus just saying, okay, I'm a new person January 1st. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I like using the wading in versus pushing yourself into the deep end, because if you spend the next 4 weeks eating whatever you want, like it's your last meal, every
Which we
single
do
meal.
Sometimes Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's
that's
sometimes
okay.
fair game.
Thanksgiving's
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
There's so many days that are fine that you can have that.
If your workout's on repeat, you get a treat.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's fine. And you don't even have to, that's not even true either. Like, you still have to eat food, even if you don't have to earn it. Like, it's fine. But don't just give yourself free range for the next 4 weeks, because then you really will be falling into the deep end without a life vest, without knowing what you're doing. Think of how much harder that is. I'm sure some of our listeners had parents that had that, that mindset back in the day. This was not my experience, but that's how you teach your kid how to swim, right? You just throw them in the water.
It works sometimes. If it doesn't, it's a big
You're
problem.
jumping in there.
If it doesn't, you have to be prepared to fish them out. But guess what? We're grown-ups now. Nobody's fishing you out. If you just jump in without any backup, without any plan B, nobody's coming to fish you out. Also, you're not going to literally drown. But that was definitely a popular opinion at one point, that's how you teach
Jump
your
in the
kids.
deep end.
My
Oh yeah.
Dad used to famously tell a story that he I think it was, or maybe I'm just making this up, but I feel like someone's told me this story, that they were learning how to ride their bike, and which is funny because my grandpa taught me how to, and my aunt taught me how to ride my bike, and they didn't do this, so maybe it wasn't my dad, but they couldn't figure out how to ride their bike, so their parents tied their shoelaces to the pedals and just pushed them off. And they literally just had to keep pedaling or they would have fallen.
Yep, you're
There's
falling.
no way of catching themselves. So
And you
we're
just do it.
grown-ups. Yeah, now we're grown-ups now. We don't have to do it that way. So what we need to do is baby step our way into into that. And that's where that mindset.
Well, and as grown-ups, we don't like to learn new things.
Oh, we're terrible at learning new things.
We don't like change.
Yeah.
And getting out of our comfort zone.
The ego.
I'd highly recommend it, especially if you got a morning class, though. Set those alarms. Just get used to that part.
Yes, that's a huge way of changing. Yes.
That's if you don't work out, on top of don't get out early, now you got to tackle both of those things on day one. That's a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, so many people do that.
That's what CJ did when he did Farrell's. I don't remember if he did like Black Friday, but there was a few weeks before the challenge actually started, and he was doing the 4 a.m. class, and so he would set his alarm.
Smart.
Weeks ahead.
That is a great way of changing that mindset versus like there's so many people who sign up for a morning class at Farrell's but they're not quote unquote morning people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you're just not going to magically become a morning person.
No.
You have to work your way into that. And so that is a huge mindset goal where you have to actually start cultivating the habits to become a morning person. Before you can just magically, you can't just just because your alarm is set for early in the morning does not magically make you a morning person.
No. Well, I wasn't a morning person for the longest time.
No, you worked out at 8:30 p.m.
I
for
did
a long
evening.
time.
And then even when we were owners, I just woke up when I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the morning. And then now that we're here, well, it's been 6.5 years now. Geez, almost
7.
Oh my gosh. 7.
Don't do the math.
2 months away from being here for 7 years. That's
we
crazy.
just went bowling.
I know, it's great. Yes.
We're almost there.
Almost there. But as soon as we moved here now with 2 gyms, I had to get up in the morning. So I had to become a morning person.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't. And now it's like I'm just up.
This morning I was up. We were both up at 4:30.
Just awake.
You went back to bed, but I like to stay. I went to bed earlier than you last night too. So that helps. But so I was up. But that was still an hour and a half longer sleep than I'm used to getting. So that was sleeping in for me. But yeah, that it didn't just magically happen just because I decided I'm going to be a morning person. So that's a great one. That's a good way to change your mindset.
Yes.
Like, do the habits of the things that you want your goal to be.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest, and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in Fitness Fanatics. We've been talking some goals, mindset setting, goaling, planning. So now we're going to give you some tools that Nicole wants to go over. So let's fire away.
One is the Aaron Davis specialty.
I mean, this is so
it's
strong.
on our walls at the gym.
It's on our walls at the gym. Each gym has this saying on there, and it is
strong reasons, weaken excuses, which sounds like it's not a very, okay. Side note, we have this black squirrel that's been around. He's back. So I was glad hadn't seen him for a couple segments. Okay. He's back. He's chatting with the bird. Okay.
The fake bird that's up there.
I know. Sorry. It was inevitably I was going to get distracted by that little guy. Okay. So strong reasons, weaken excuses, which is a weird sentence. Like if you just came up to someone and said that, it's not like a complete sentence. I'm sure some English like Barb, our instructor, Barb Peterson, could probably tell us why that's not actually a sentence.
Okay. No, it's a slogan.
Yeah.
Saying.
But it's true. The reasons why you're doing something should be strong enough to. But I'm getting distracted. Harrison, stop looking at the squirrel.
The squirrel's gone.
I know.
Oh, it's on the ground now.
Harrison's seeing stuff with the squirrel that I'm not seeing. Oh,
all right, it's gone now. It's crossing the street.
Oh no, he's not.
Well, it's going this way.
Okay.
That's fine. The squirrel's
I'm
fine.
also very worried that I'm going to see a squirrel get hit by a car one day during the show, and then I'm just going to have to bow out. Okay, start over. Take 2. All right, strong reasons, weekend excuses. But it's also called like identifying your why.
Yep.
Right? The reason why you want to make these changes. And I've talked about personally, over the last almost 18, March will be 18 years since I started my very first 10 weeks at Farrell's. And that'll be with the March session. And over that time, my reasons why have changed a lot in those 18 years. It started because I was a stay-at-home mom and I obviously wanted to like lose weight, do something with my friends. But my reason why was mostly because I was a stay-at-home mom and it was really hard. And I just needed to be around adults because I was like losing my identity. And then, that happens. And then I become a coach. I become an instructor. I'm building my community with Farrell's. And so that's not really my reason why anymore. My reason why then evolved to like, okay, I've been doing really successful in this program. I want to keep doing this program, but what else can I do? And that's when I started running. And so that became like a new reason why, what else can I do? I did, started running on my own, did a 5K, did a half marathon, did marathons. And then, that evolves. Your kids start seeing what you are doing and you want to be a good example for them. So that was my reason why for a long time, was to be an example for my kids. Well, now my reason why is just to stay healthy and not only be that example, but just to be able to be the parent to Katie and Ben as they become adults that I haven't ever had, because my parents don't take care of themselves. And so I don't have like the typical parent relationship because they are, have their own struggles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to be healthy and vibrant, and be able to help and support Katie and Ben as they become adults. So my why has changed. And so you kind of have to do that. Maybe whatever your why was, if you're a returning member or you've lost weight before, maybe your why is not the same anymore. And if you continue to go back that same why, but it's not strong enough, if that reason why isn't strong enough, then those excuses are going to overtake.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
That's you agree too. Like that's been your experience.
Yep.
Too. So that's a good one. Write it down. So clarifying your why, do some journaling. A lot of this mindset stuff is like woo stuff, right? Like stuff that most people don't do. Meditating, journaling.
And we know that it's good.
Yeah, maybe that's the one thing that is holding you back because you've never actually written down like, why do I want to do this? And try to make it positive. Don't have it be like a journal entry of you dumping on yourself for the whole time and everything that you hate about yourself.
I've been a failure.
Make it positive.
Yeah, you definitely want to be positive about
right.
that.
You don't want it to be. But then you can look back on that. Like if you're journaling and you're putting like, why am I doing this and why I want to meet these goals and stuff. And then 3 weeks, once it gets harder, you can go back to that first week and you can be like, wow, this thing that was so important to me and I thought was so going to be so difficult at the beginning, I've gotten that down. And then maybe that's time to find a new why. And then that kind of goes along with like journaling and affirmations, more woo stuff, but just saying things nice to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because we say the meanest things to ourselves. I mean, I tell everyone, we've told everyone multiple times, I take everybody's before and after pictures at the gym. And I will never like take for granted how much I know that's a vulnerable time for people. And I want to respect that every time we're in that room. But I hear people say the meanest things about themselves when they're getting ready to get their picture taken or getting ready to get on the scale. I mean, things that they would never say to their worst enemy, and they just say it to themselves. They're saying it telling me bad things about themselves and they just met me. Like, this is my first interaction with you and you're putting yourself down. Like, that just breaks my heart. So that's where, like, having those affirmations, and it could be like, if you don't know where to start with an affirmation, my biggest shift in that in mindset was when our daughter was a teenager or maybe even a preteen, and just realizing, like, anything that I'm going to say to myself, like, take a step back and think, would I say this to Katie? Like, would I criticize her in the way that I'm about ready to criticize myself? And that changed everything. Like, I'm not super critical of myself anymore. It's honestly like turning it around. So if you're like struggling to think of an affirmation, think of the mean things that you say to yourself, the bad things that you say, and just say the exact opposite. Like, you saying that you are like out of shape or whatever. So, like, I can't even top of mind think of something negative I would say about myself because I've for so long shifted that in. But like, what's something that you can think of, Jeff? Can you think of something that's a criticism people would have for themselves? I can't do this or whatever. That's a great one.
I'm stupid.
Stupid.
Right?
Like, I
You
can't
say that
do
out
this.
loud.
I say you're stupid. I don't say.
Yeah, there's no positive affirmations coming.
You say that to your daughter.
I'm just kidding.
No, but she'd say it to her spouse.
I don't think I'm saying. I don't think you are. I maybe say you're being
simple. We'll just say simple. You're simple.
No, just like, I can't do this. Changing I can't do this to I can do this.
Well, I can't do this is probably the number one.
Yeah, but if you can just start telling yourself, I can't do this, from I can't do this to I can do this, or I can't do this yet.
Yep.
Just adding that yet. I can't do this as a complete sentence. Yet leaves so much room for improvement. So
Right.
that's where like that accountability kind of comes in, or the affirmations come in.
Right.
There's two more and we'll talk about them really fast. Creating accountability is another one for mindset. Tell people your goals. Accountability is built in at Farrell's. You're going to see the same people every single day. But again, that accountability is a two-way street. So you have to be putting yourself out there to get that accountability back. If you come in and you don't talk to anybody and you don't make any connections, you don't tell anybody who your goals are, then you're not going to have the same experience as someone who comes in, meets everybody on their team, is vulnerable, and tells everyone what their goals are.
Right.
So creating that accountability. And then the last one is like visualization. And this is one where like people still do this. Like creating a vision board is a great way to do that. And you can make that those electronically now, like go into Canva or whatever and make it positive. But like you can create a vision board, and on that vision board, you can put, if you have certain goals, like if eating better is a goal, then you can put a visualization of like a healthy plate of food as a visualization.
Or a vegetable.
Or a cottage cheese shake.
Boom.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is healthy.
But see, that's something you could create as a vision board. Or if you want to get into running, then, put a picture of a runner on there. Just make it positive. Don't make it be like unrealistic goals of like the way that can turn south is if you take like a picture, if it's like based on how you want to look, and you take a picture of like a model with a completely unrealistic and nothing like you body type, and then like superimpose your face on that body.
Like for me, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. If you on your vision board put Arnold Schwarzenegger on there, but then put your head on there, that's not going to help you.
Like I feel like Harrison and I have we have the body types that we can't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
It would
No,
be
not even close.
Very
Our
difficult.
shoulders are way too narrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we're
like, even if we lifted every day, even if I probably did some roids, like, I don't have the frame.
No.
I never look like Schwarzenegger.
Right.
So be realistic. Don't make it be something that you look at and you feel bad about yourself. Make it be positive. So that's where it can go wrong and be unhealthy.
Right.
Like you're striving for something that's unattainable.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like looking at pictures of yourself from 25 years ago. Like I know some people, I have a Facebook friend that I went to high school with that will continually, we are in our 40s and she will continue to post this like picture from when we were in high school as like an inspiration picture. And I'm just like, that was 30 plus years ago. Like it's prime. You're not even that close to that same person anymore. So like maybe let's update that kind of goal.
Well, and stuff if you've had
It's just
kids.
not, right. It's just not realistic. So
especially when what always happens is like, I feel like people always look back, excuse me, and they'll be like, man, I looked good back then. And then 5 years go by, and then they'll look at the picture from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, I looked good back then.
Right.
And it's like such just appreciating how you look and feel at the time. Like you always go 5 years, 10 years
that
back.
is so like the experience for most women when we see pictures of ourselves when we're in our 20s or in high school and we think we look great, but then we very specifically remember thinking that we still needed to lose 5-10 pounds. Like we still thought we were quote unquote fat in that picture.
Coming in at $115, you're like,
Right.
oh, I need to lose some
I
weight.
have right. Like my muscle mass is about equal. I have about as much muscle as my total body weight was when I was in high school. So like I would have to lose muscle. I would have to literally starve myself and lose muscle and not be strong in any way, shape, or form if I wanted to weigh what I weighed when I graduated from high school. So yeah, that is a huge one. Like appreciate where you are now and honor where you are now with your goals. Don't make them completely unsustainable. Make them like positive goals that you're looking forward to instead of shaming yourself into meeting those goals, because that never works.
Side note, we had a text from Bill and Bennett. Jeff, have you tried pineapple with your cottage cheese yet? Yes. It was amazing. And I might do that today. But I had 2 cups of pineapple.
Do we even have any more? I have to
we
go
have
to
some.
Trader Joe's again.
No, it was amazing. It was like, because it's frozen pineapple.
Mhm.
And it was like, it was one of those things like I couldn't really drink fast.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good.
Yeah, because you're going to get a brain freeze.
I think I almost did get one.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen pineapple is always good.
The Trader Joe's
great.
frozen
Yes,
pineapple
awesome.
is the best. It is so good. So yes, you did have that. But
Yep.
then you used 2 cups. Quit just being so wasteful with our fruit.
2 cups of
Going in my body to make me
I
healthy.
know, but you would not sit at a bowl full of 2 cups of pineapple and eat that. 1 cup is not like portion control. 1 cup
I
is
know.
fine.
I'll have 1 cup today with my cottage cheese.
Yeah,
when we get home, that's what I'm gonna have.
Just do 1 cup, and then it'll last twice as long.
We had
Last time I went to Trader Joe's, they didn't have that pineapple. So
strides you made though, overindulging on pineapple as opposed to gas station food or
I know,
whatever.
or overindulging on peanut butter.
That's
right.
true. Yes.
We did have a couple texts from Cheeseburger. I
Oh, yeah.
asked, is it a good goal to not hurt yourself by stretching? Yes, because we can hurt ourselves stretching. Sometimes like stretching is like the hardest part of class. Especially after a good lower body workout day and then the
that's
next day.
probably specifically what he's talking about.
Yeah.
After your no bands lowers day.
He was hurt.
Especially in the winter, how frozen cold coming in.
Gotta get,
Oh yeah.
Gotta get warmed up. That's why we do a warm up and stretch at the majority of our classes to prevent that stuff. So
So
all right.
that does not make you special.
Yep, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back here to finish up this week's episode. Stay with us, 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping. Thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. It's got a few more minutes talking mindset, goals. Hopefully you guys have learned something
When
today.
are we having Andrea on the show?
2 weeks from today.
Okay.
2 weeks from Monday, my sister's going to be on to talk a little mindset also.
Yeah, very
Oh, having
similar.
your sister on?
Yes.
We are.
Yep.
She's going to be zooming in from Oklahoma, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma
Mhm.
in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Were you in your Iowa, Oklahoma? Okay. She's just down there for work, or
No, she went to school at Oral Roberts.
Or you can just listen in 2 weeks and learn more about Andrew.
Yeah, that's a
I'm just
better way.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
She went to school at Oral Roberts, which is in Tulsa. And that's where she met her
Met a boy.
Yes. Now husband of 23 or 4 years.
Mhm.
This couple, it's cool between my sister Andrea, my sister Kim, and us. We have over
70.
about 78 years of marriage
Mhm.
between the three of us, which is kind of cool since all of our parents are divorced. Right.
Good job.
So they're
Yeah.
my
You
stepsisters.
guys are killing it.
They're my
Yeah.
stepsisters. So
Yep.
So we were just kind of like, well, let's see. We want to make sure we don't get divorced for our kids. So yeah,
Do the
that's kinda cool.
opposite of what our parents did, and
So
we'll
that's
be
kind
good.
of cool. My sister Kim's been married for, probably 27 or 8 years. I think she got married in 96, right before maybe 95.
Yeah, they've always been together as far as I
So
know.
they're 29 years, and then we're 26. And then my sister Andrea and Donnie are 24, I think.
Yeah, anyway, so we'll dive into this more whenever Andrea's on.
Yeah, we
in
might
2
have
weeks.
to have her on for 2 straight episodes to get everything in. But so
She's a professional.
She's a professional, mental health,
Mhm.
does
Therapy.
and ADHD and all that. So we're going to talk a lot about that and how that affects your relationship with food and how you look at yourself and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
it's going to be very, very, very good episode. So I'm looking forward to chatting with her in a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
But next week we might just be us again. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
But any last words on your mindset, goal setting?
No, I would say just, if you can kind of think of ways to change that mindset, identify your why is a big one. So if that's something that you've never done before when you're kind of starting a new, fitness plan or whatever, if you've never really sat down and think, like, okay, why do I want to do this? What is my reason why? If you've never done that, that might be one thing that you can do to make a really big impact. So, because strong reasons weaken excuses.
Yes. So if you also want to join us at Barrels, how cool, you can work out with Nicole and I, fxblincoln.com. Again, you can reach me 402-310-4026. We have about 60 new people starting tomorrow. So next week's almost like a week 1 recap for us. We're so super excited about it.
Mhm.
But thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all the listeners. Big month of December coming up here. So we'll see you next time.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay,